Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Um, God loves you, and our ancestor loves you. Today, I came out late because I have a lot of things doing. Sometimes I always like to use broken English, but if my broken English not clear, I don't know. Some people have speak well, and it will match with all the tribes. God will bless now. So until they share the video. Today, you see, so those days I never see chance to teach history. Many people really want to know their history. I love you so much. Thank you. God bless you. See the topic where I put for there. How the Oba of Benin's, the son of Oromia, committed genocide and massacre in the land of the Godomigodos, Iduu land. We want to find a time to teach real history. Because of this, we working to make sure that Obaseki emerge. Because we cannot be walking, talking, and at the end of the day, Oba Abini will go and put his torch there. It's like we are just wasting our time. So we must work with a government who can think about our future. I love you all so much. God bless you. I love you so much. I love you so much. Today we want to teach the history of let us start from somewhere. Before we start the history, there is a breaking news today. What happened during the time of Lugard? They are also planning it. Those Bini Enigis, all those family of the Obas, they want to make a record, audio record before the election. They will share the audio record out that anybody who vote for Obaseki is enemy of Oba. Let me use broken English. They plan now. What did they first do for the time of Lugard? They could carry message from Pharaoh Palace. Say anybody who will vote for Lugard na enemy of Oba. And they cut it that time. So I will they discuss for King Pharaoh Palace. Now I bring her come out. The only thing we have feedback the general public. Because all these things we neglect. Some people with the village, they still behave like those fear they put for our ancestors. They cut our head for the Jew they bring come from Ife. In our head, now they survive though. So breaking news, if you are just watching me, there's a plan from the King Pharaoh Palace. It's a very this is not joke. They are planning it few weeks before the election, few days before the election. They will bring a message from the palace of the Pharaoh. If you let Bino miss blood, the message will go like that all the old Bini Enigis. But this one they are minority in our land. That they should vote against Obaseki because Obaseki is a betrayer. They will sing an audio. So we want you to tell your family not to disregard those audio that Pharaoh. We are not worshiping Pharaoh. We worship God. We have Nigeria. For the now, I don't see where the number one traditional ruler we have in Nigeria is Sultan of Sokoto. I don't see when someone want to eat, he will say Sultan of Sokoto, live long before you eat. They don't do that nonsense. That is to show the slavery. These people really, I don't know how to say it in English. How wicked what they really done to our ancestors. It is only God you will say, oh God, may you live long. Not Oba. That's for you to really know that these people in Agbima, they finish us. In the whole of West Africa, nowhere where somebody want to eat or want to do anything, you go say make Oba live long. The Oba we are talking about now came from Ile-Ife. Their father, oh, Ni of Ife Kabiyesi, I will not see Yoruba man want to eat. He will say we go first talk only if live long before he will eat food for him belly. I never see all those days. So our mumu, I know say 850 years we person don't stay for inside darkness. We have to wake up now. Some people they say that they fight for human rights. Na joke, they joke. But then say he doesn't change math now. He doesn't see talk good of Obaseki. Osakunokudi, that one they fight for money because he don't know say he not relevant. But we will always advise our governor not to give them any. They should go and work. We have Guinness. Sakunokudi graduated from Ekpoma. At least he can work as in Okomoye, as a staff. They don't have any work to political. The economic commissioner for what now? Brother, all you people are just waiting. Governor appoint me SSC, this, that. Stop this nonsense. Is that how they do it in another side? We have companies in our states. That is the place of Sakunokudi. Go and work. Shouting governor, you only have one vote. Not by shouting. At the end of the day, you cannot deliver your polling booths. Shouting, yeah, governor, work for governor. Where you vote, you cannot win your polling booths. Shouting. That is not how to do it. We know all those things people are doing. I'm the prophet. Shouting. Can you deliver already on local government? Can you deliver Igwe local government? That is what we need. Not by shouting in Benin City. Yeah, people will be watching social media. He's trying. The only reason I respect that our brother from Urumi, that musician. You see, that guy, he can really put clouds. He can do something in Urumi, you know? That is our people who can hold the local government to ransom. At the end of the day, we win the local government. You understand? These are people. I forget the name. Somebody should write the name of that musician, our brother, that musician. You know, that's our people you know. They can really do so, even they don't have money. But not you shouting, at the end of the day, you're pulling boots. They shoot gun, you run inside toilet. Cannot deliver anything. I don't want to talk to Abat. But we know the government is a technocrat. Not you only have only one vote that you vote. You want to come and become commissioner. So we want you people who are in diaspora to advise your family. Most of our family, they are not civilized. They are uneducated people because they still have that fear. Before they eat, they must make sure Oba. If you don't make sure Oba in those days, they will kill you. We use it for human sacrifice. So anything you want to do, you must give glory to Oba, not God. Because that's why they say the Oba was God. Because the way they were killing us. So today, I love you all so much and God bless you. And please, anything I say must surely come to pass. And I repeat it again. There is a plot now from King Pharaoh Palace. What they want to do now is they want to record an audio. 9 minutes before the election, they will circulate the audio that the King Pharaoh of Ile Binu have ordered that nobody should vote for Obaseki. That Obaseki is a Unyoba, enemy of Oba. Who is even Oba to be enemy of Oba? Nonsense. You understand? So that is it. That is what we are hearing now, and we have to take it very more like seriously, not joking, because these people, some fools. You see, these people are so foolish. It's not their fault. Even though they even live in America, they are still scared of Oba of Benin who live in Benin. They are still scared. They say they are fighting for freedom. They cannot even make sure to Oba, but they can even curse Donald Trump. That is to show how stupid most of our people are. You will see somebody will come out from a Benin man or go kill Donald Trump, but you cannot insult that man who uses your ancestor for human sacrifice, who committed genocide in our land. But people insulting the governor, even people insulting Buhari, a man who uses your ancestor, who kill us, who chase us away from our land. I will not see you on it today. So thank you very much. And before we continue, I want to, because today we want to teach some history. And I want to explain to you the month of February. We have 18 local government in Edo State. What I know about how much is how much come to each local government from the Abuja. as at the last time, it was 5% of the money that was given to Benin Traditional Council. 5% of local government allocation goes to Benin Traditional Council. And I want to tell you how much was given to the local government in Edo State and the state governments from Abuja. I will explain it to you. Then you will times it by yourself how much they are giving to Oba. If Oba Benin is giving you from that money, that make you a fool. Let me show you. Let me read it for you. In the month of February 2020, Akoko Edo local government collected 147,400,856 naira 6 kobo. Akoko Edo collected 147 million naira. Then 10% of 147 million naira, 100 million naira give you 5 million. Then let me just tell you say they collect about 7 million naira. Only Akoko Edo collect. That is the traditional ruler in Akoko Edo. Let me show you the one they are collecting in Benin. The money that is going to Oba. Where you cannot even ask Oba, what are you doing with our money? All of you are keeping quiet. Don't talk to Oba. Don't talk to Oba. Come on, shut up your mouth. You can talk to government, you cannot talk to Oba. Foolish people. Let me tell you the money that goes to Edo South. Ownde local government collected 160 million naira from federal government. The federal allocation 116 million naira. 10% is almost about 11 million naira that is going to our palace every month. Not every year. If it is 10%, it have to be 11 million. 11 point something million. If it is 5%, it have to be about close to 6 million or 5 point something million. You now ask, what is the Oba doing with this money? Nobody is asking. Ovia Northeast local government collected 119 million. Orion local government collected 124 million. Oredo local government collected 159 million. Ikpobaha local government collected 154 million. Ego local government collected 139 million. I repeat again. Ego collected 139 million. Let me just make sure how much federal government is giving to the whole local government in Edo State every month. Then 10% of the money is going to traditional rulers, and they are sharing the money. They say before it was 5%. They say they have increased it to 10%. Let me read it for you. How much are they giving your father inside Oswald? Say the money is supposed to give to Oba, the slasher. That make you a fool in all the days of your life. You must wake up from your slumber. This is the month of February. Akoko Edo local government have 147 million. Ego local government have 139 million. East Central local government have 92 million. That's East and Northeast have 95 million. East and Southeast have 114 million. East and West local government have 97 million. Isako Central local government have 97 million. Isako East have 112 million naira. Isako West have 124 million. Igwebe local government have 90 million. Ikpobaha local government have 154 million. Oredo local government have 159 million. Oremo local government have 124 million. Ovia Northeast local government have 119 million. Ovia Southwest local government have 130 million. Owan East have 114 million. Owan West have 93 million naira. Owan local government have 116 million naira. You see this money they give to local governments. Each local government was the highest paid local government was Bubaha, 159 million. So we are challenging. I am challenging the Oba of Benin to come and give accounts. Obayeware, I am challenging you, I'm challenging the Benin Traditional Council to come and explain to the whole world how many percent is it collecting from the local government allocation monthly. I ask am now, make it come tell the whole world how much each local government from Edo South, Oriomo, Umode, Bubaoha, Ego, Oredo, Ovia Northeast, and Ovia Southwest. These 7 local governments, the money that they give these 7 local governments, if you calculate the whole money, it's almost about 800 and something million. If you calculate 800 and something million, calculate 10% of that money, they are giving that money to Oba Palace. If Oba Benin know that the money that I am saying 10% is too small, let it come and tell the whole world. Maybe it's 1%. We want to know, even though it's 1%, it's millions. Come and tell us, what are you doing with those money? Are you people afraid to even ask the Oba Benin what the Oba Benin is doing with the money? And you are asking governor? That make you a fool. That is why we are saying today that the money they are giving to Oba Benin, they should be giving it to me. I will use that money to help everybody. People should not go to follow land to abroad again. I am going to use that money judiciously. I am not going to use that money to buy road stress. The governor of our state has to pass a law and stop giving these people the money. They are just wasting those money. It's waste. Traditional ruler, what is it? They should stop giving that money to Oba Benin. The money is too much. That's why he's saying it's your God. Because he's collecting you. When you are having money, you look yourself like what? King Nebuchadnezzar. I want to tell you how much we're giving to Edo State in the month of February compared to how much was given to Delta State. Huh? Let me show you. The month of March, April, I will be reading the allocation for you. The money that is coming from Abuja. People are saying governor is eating money, governor eat money because illiteracy is worrying us. Manima is square, my brother. In the month of February, Edo State collected 3 billion naira. If a Benin people hear 3 billion, be like say they hear dollars. 3 billion, if you calculate on to euro, maybe if you be around kind 300 million euro, na it be o. Not be 3 billion euro, na it be o. It be 300 million euro. Wey be say only one city for Germany here. You know, reach and take pay people no dey work. But our people no understand. Illiteracy don kill our head. They are billion. Nigeria get money pass America. You see the money that they give local government now, that money is not up to $1 million. The money that they give Oredo, e no reach $1 million for 1 month. My brother, how come dey think well? Na make illiteracy that dey worry us. We no dey think calculation. I dey tell one of my brother, hey, Nigeria beautiful. My brother, shut up your mouth. Go and do plus and minus. Go to school. See how much they give local government now. 159 million. Now they give it Bubaoha. Instead of 159 million, people with the sweep road, they go pay them. Councillor, they go pay them. Local government chairman, they go pay them. People they throw dirty for roads. Now those caterpillar will come through them. Have you know so? You dey pay tax. The house wey you build for village, you dey pay tax put. The house wey you build for upper, you dey pay tax. No. Governor don tie the road. Now governor sell road. Now he sell the land for you. Abi na Oba family sell the land for you. We are very backward in education. That's why we don't move forward. Benin people are the most backward people on this world, planet Earth. They even live in America. Some of them, not all of them, some of them are very stupid. I was going to say the truth. They are the most mumu, and they will see any other Iduu descendant who will attend the Benin man say that they should break kola for Oba to break kola. That person, when you eat that kola, God will strike you and you will die miserable deaths. Don't eat that kola, it's a curse. I am the Ogiso. I'm saying it to you today. So let me show you another. The governor, Edo State governor collected 3 billion naira from federal governments. While Delta State collected about, let me show you the one of Delta State. The Edo State collected 3 billion naira, and they also collected 1.6 billion naira from the 13% derivation. The money Edo State collected for the month of February is the total money is 4.6 billion. If you calculate that money to euro, it not reach 400, it not reach 300 million euro. It not reach. May I show you the one with Delta State collect. Wanna see whether the good people they go school, sha. I think they want to school. Illiteracy now they kill everybody. It goes illiteracy. I want to show them the one of Delta State. Sokoto State. Osun State. I want you to show now one state. Kwara State. Kano State. That one a big money on Kano. Taraba. I want you to show now Delta State. I want to see money with Delta State collect. Compare those State collect 4.6 billion. That is about 300 million euro. Because I want to make points from all those things when they talk, so I'm trying to make a point. Hello, how are you? Bayelsa. Now, how much that Bayelsa collect? Bayelsa collect let's say 2.8 billion. They can collect 9 billion from all the money Bayelsa State collect. Bayelsa State collect 12 billion, 12.something billion. Edo State collect 4.something billion. You know, see the money Bayelsa collect. Now times 3 of Edo State. Governor na thief. Obaseki na Bayelsa State will get 8 local government collect 12.something billion. Edo State only 4.something billion they collect. More on the listing. Benue State collects how much? I go to 3.something billion and they collect. Benue State collect 3.something billion. I see how much I do collect. Borno collect 4 billion from federal allocation. Cross River collects 3.something billion. Edo State will come on and show me the Delta. Delta State collects 17 billion. 17 billion naira. The money wey Delta State dey collect 17 billion from federal government. I think the money dey collect. If you be governor for Delta State, e be like governor for 8 states for Nigeria, 8 states. And this is the way the thing be. Mona try mona dey go school while you school. See, you know once dey read. If you be governor for Delta State, you see 17 billion naira na dey collect. Wetin make the money high like that? Na because of the oil revenue. May I tell you how much they collect for 13%? May I show you now. Federal government give them 3.3 billion, just like they give Iduu 3 billion. But because of this, they produce oil, they can't get 13.6 billion. You see, if they say make everybody manage resources, the money will go come for Delta, Iduu, Bayelsa, all those areas, the money go too much, my brother. They don't fit chop the money finish for these words. The money is too big. Now the money they come out for all those Bayelsa, Iduu, Delta, now they share, they give Kano, Sokoto, Lagos, they share them, they go. And so many people just say, now come to ourselves, come for Nigeria. Without those oil, it's finished. You see how much they give Delta State? Delta State, if you be Delta State governor, be like president for African country. The money too much. 17 billion. This month they give 17 billion. Next month they give 17 billion. The money they collect for tax, you know, by the time they come calculate the money of tax, maybe that one will be around 10 billion plus 17. You know how much that one? If you be Delta State governor, you are just like a president of a country. The oil is too much. And those oil we did inside river, inside sea. It's too much. The one we will get for those states, now people like Captain Osa, they sit down on top of this money. So today, we want to use broken English. I love you people so much. God will bless you now. I want to invite our assistant secretary, make it come read events we take place for Asian land. We did do up for Asian land before, but what I want to tell you now, because it's all those days I know they see chance because they're busy because of this. Obas must become governor, so that make Ishan feel. The fight I am fighting is for the Ishan man to be governor, because the King Pharaoh, they don't want make Ishan man rule, because wetin happen to the time of Obaisigi, where they caught Oba, the father of Obaisigi, head of Zula. That is the inside their mind. They say the verse put it tomorrow. So we want to teach the history concerning how these people commit genocide for our land. So I want to call our brother, make it start to read. We'll first start with that one we read after that they will read and finish. We'll start with the event will take place for Ishan land. And you see the history book of Ishan land where they give me, where I get, and I never even read one page for inside. Only one page I never read, because my head carry loads, my brother. It carry load. So that's what it be. We want to start from the event we take place for Ishan lands. Make a first call our brother, make it yes. How those Oromia family, Oba family take come for the killers. The mostly people they were using for human sacrifice, all of us they were using us. Even after they already abolished slave trade, they sell us. They sell us, they give northerners. There was never a time the Fulani people were using people for sacrifice. The people who kill us, we are still worshiping them. Oba Abini is a senior for the whole Nigeria. Now, senior for human sacrifice. Is that not nonsense? If not the British will burn that palace today, they for use human be alive, they will go for the war of the palace. Now they are part of their tradition. They can then deny it before the court. Is it not part of the tradition? Using human for sacrifice. What is the mass when? Come out and deny all these things I am saying. Well, so today we want just to go straight to the points. Who talk this one now?
Facebook. And you are both 50 already. Ele asope. When 1 year schooling, then do I equal political benefit. Then why I bring it and we go down. You people send me money. What in a crown ya baba? Ego atokpe. Edo, why you go me? Why when you sponsor my hakeka? My heart only 3 of us. My journey. Even I am fefe maseti for more than most. In my royal swan. Near maseti stop. Many and only one setting and stop it. I can go there and stop moving. Not by fight. My head is burning. Wisdom. Imana set is stopping moving. I will put Mofuyi want to know people to kill me quick. I will shoot Mofuyi problem that will even result to his deportation. Emergency deportation, they will deport you home. Imana said you were. Why can't believe people go to scam people when they comment on it? Now, listen. Now, when you ask, you want to comment him of here. What is scanning it was a webo. You want to real book many banana was one book. You want to Mirado. What I feel video now, I don't know if you have it. The gossipers will go cut and come out. I why when you are with me in 1 weekend, right on, carry on, name of you, carry on. A D 1 minute. In 1 minute, you know, you're fooling. But a D, so can I go you by more gassing? So can I go you? What are you actually, Baba? It may have me. What are you actually? On our way, a deal banning of you, Yanni. While in Europe, a train allows a journey. Why one walking? Let the old social media presenter, me, I will lead everybody. Let's go to the law enforcement agency. I will speak the English. I will do everything. The idea, I will not tell anybody how we're going to do it. When I get there, you will say, let's see if we did not stop Mofuyi from broadcasting at all or face deportation consequences. They will deport Mofuyi straight. Can you people sponsor it? Sponsor it. Many people there. Let it don't say diaspora why sorry platform okay if you AC member. They have a do association ENA. So ENA will not come. While register will be to only original is comma. A computer will register information why I or work when it only OG or young baby chief in here. No make an keep or Wakwaloma. It don't really journey. They don't really give you remember. We don't really a man say, here was a dosh, here was a doshi. Meg was a broad German police speak English, good English. I can stop Mofuyi if you finance my trip to Germany. Finance it. Finance it. Don't donate money here. Pay the money they can tell me this is the money. Why are you Germany? You go to Germany. We are there. When we get to the meeting, do you know guilty? Do you know equal of that? Am I really do policy 4 point something million? Am I me or not setting? If you're that fair, if you're chief here, Germany. Here, Germany. Okay. Come and join the amigo. Open invitation. Come and join the amigo. Let us talk Mofuyi. A madness, come and join the amigo. Because the Mofuyi Ayagba will be anybody know what it is. I will know Yamame. Anybody know it call it. I will know Yamame. say, I will store it. If I carry say I'm of your voice, I go fit tell the palace, say, Baba, I can't send any go or my high movie again. I know the carry. So if Captain allow palace, tell him to finance us. Only 3 of us, he has the money. Let me stay in Jerry only 2 weeks.
You know the talk now. The richest man in Edo State in Benin. That one with the embezzle our money, they call her Captain Usa when they in charge of the oil well. You see me now as bring money come here, they sponsor him, me they can't stop me. Oh my god. You see me they sponsor her. Oh, oh my god. See me they sponsor me they stop. He's saying if you lead people, they stop me. I think they don't go court, come back, maybe. They go still bring another money. They say they will put me for prison. Me, I ready to go prison. Revolution Day. Revolution Day. I want to fight for our people before I die. Oh. Revolution Day. Revolution. So you see what they are saying? They just want me. They just want me, but they lay calls on me every day. They just hide for America. They don't feel do anything. They don't feel say, oh, they support me. I'm Ogiso. Look at my hand. Oh, I want to help. I said, am I lying against the Oba? No, I'm not lying against the lawyer told me that I must say something. I said, me, I'm even challenging the Oba Benin to come and tell us how many percent the local government are paying to his account. We want to know, and he has to come and explain to us, me particularly, the money that is coming from my local government. Oba Benin, what are you doing with the money? What are you doing with local government allocation? The 10 million naira governor is giving you every month. What are you using it for? Come and explain to us. The land your family are selling, why are you selling it? Who give you the permission to be selling land? Do your family have right to be selling government property? Most of the houses you have in GRA, who give you that land? It's not government land. You have to come and explain to us. We want to know. So let me call my brother, let us talk. Mofiuji. Is it Mofiuji? Mofiuji. My God. I'm not supposed to come out today because not be small work since I tire. I tire, not be small. I'm supposed to sleep now, so we can come out small today. Today one just teach about hello bros. I beg read the event wey take place for Ishan land. Important events. Or first of all start with a sign Bedo story. Make it start with how Ogiso family take. Thank you, God bless you. $2. Baba, God bless you. You still try now. We will talk history small. Okay, more you talk the important event we take place for Ishan lands. Because I get Ishan's history in many way. I never read one single one for inside. I didn't understand, so I never read one. Every day I busy. Brother, we'll start with that event, important event we take place for Ishan lands. Start from that place.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Important event and date in Ishan history. Oba Ewari introduced identification by tribal mark in 1463.
Listen, now let me introduce that. Let me explain that place. The tribal mark, what they call the mark people, tattoo. They say na tattoo that they call them. During the time of Oba Ewari, the enslavement of the people was too much because of the evil wey the Oba Ewari first was an evil genius. The killings was too much. the people started running away. The first people that ran away, they were running away. He said nobody should, because God punished him. Two of his sons died. Koboyuwa and one of them died the same day. Two of his sons died the same day. At the end of the day, he said make no, anybody no bath, anybody no wash teeth, anybody no make sense, anybody no make fire. Then since you contact me, you know the book we want, know the book we want. So
Okay.
at the who were watching TV?
Nilawa.
Okay. At the end of the day, because of those things, what is this called? Well, I want make now so that me I feel explain all going away. Okay, now at the end of the day, people were running. So as the people they run from the evil way they, because nobody will stay without the not wash shit for 3 years. Nobody will stay without not make sense. People come they run. People come they run. As people they run, but you can know it's my brother. Making now only the big one you way. Let me
Okay.
but you can know it's making that the way tired or confused, complicate. Uh that first page, by the verificator.
Okay.
Okay. And I repeat again, that place, where are you?
Iruwa.
Okay. That place where our brother talk just now. Abayawa introduced mark, so they use iron. They will put iron for fire till they mark people. Wetin cause that one be say, during this time, when they do evil Oba, right from time, all the Oba Benin, they are evil people. During this time, as they do evil, they kill our aborigine. Now the ghost of our land called kill two of his sons the same day. When two of his sons die, he said because of that one, he said nobody should go to nobody should make fire to except you they eat ordinary ample all these things. You can never make fire, you can never sweep your house, you cannot make sex, cannot shave your hair, nothing. Now he puts people, these people of they call it Asan or Sanfia. That is they run away. Our people Ogiso family, some of them, this migration was time immemorial. People started, are we not still running today? And so they take run. You see, when they call it run, they call it run. The time we come to realize that people don't come many again, now they come send guards to the different river. If they catch you one run, they will carry you, put you for ground. They will put hot iron. They will put them for your back. You will cry. Sometimes you will even shit for body, you will die. They will mark you here. They will mark you here. So that now that mark, now they recognize say you are from that place. So any people will see people will get that mark, they will bring them come back for human sacrifice or they call it put fear. No, so now those fear they put for our body. These are evil families who are supposed to stop their evil ways. You understand? So they introduce tribal mark, but we cannot understand what it mean by tribal mark. When they will put iron for fire, they will take mark you. Aye, our ancestors here usual because we are not from Israel, we are ancient people. Brother, continues. Continue, sir.
Okay. Oba Ewari made peace with and formally recognized Asa Enogi as the traditional ruler of their respective town in 1463.
Okay.
Oba Ozolwa versus Agba war was fought in 1473.
Now listen now. In 1473, Agba, that is from Uromi and Ozola. We will teach that history. We'll see it. We'll teach that one today. You see, Agba, Oji Agba. Now he cut Ozola head, but they don't write and say he cut here, they kill him. They will just come and sing music till they deceive people. Ozola Nibia Meko. Ozola, they'll carry go. They carry Okoro go, they may go swear, Juju. Ozola way Agba cut his neck, now he come be Juju. Continue, my brother.
Okay. The Iduu War was fought in 1516.
The Iduu War of Idianye Sige. We are going to read, we have the history. This is just highlight, the highlight of it. You see, the Idi and Esige, nobody should remember that woman. That woman is a satanic woman. Why did she fought the war? They were looking for slaves to sell. People are now praising her. That woman is a Satan. If I know where the status in Benin, I will destroy it. Igowekwa. If I know where that status is, I will send people to go and destroy it. Because these people are evil people. You see, they are destroying those black, those racist symbols in America. We have right to destroy these people who kill us. People like Indian ESCG status to be destroyed. If they have a Biowari status, I have to give another. We have no choice than to destroy it. We destroy them because these people are satanic in human nature. They are demon. Continue.
Definitely. Okay. The Iduu War was fought in 1870.
Listen.
Ujagbe left.
Iduu War. Iduu War.
Yeah.
If you check Iduu was the ancestral home of the Obas. They ran away from their fatherland. In Oza, that's the home of Urobos, the streets. This Iduu Oza, they killed their king. They were having their own leader. They killed all of them. It was the Oba who come from the Oromi and Descendants who started killing us. It was clear. Continue, my brother.
Okay. The Ujagbe left Iwu for Agbede in 1895. Islam.
We just wait to Ujagbe left Iwu to Agbede. You see that book, we have it. The reason why he left and everything, we have it in our history. This is just highlights. We are going to teach you the history. This is highlight of the book. What is written there in the book? We are just saying it out. And what did they say the book and what they talk? So we can't read down. Now we don't read all of them today, but now some of the headline. So many villages where they exist for many years for Isha land. Isha people who are they really use now for human sacrifice. Don't be small. They use now so much. Any of them now will go over palace in about talk, but now God never will punish that Isha person. Anybody will ever go over palace go to us in about talk, but oppressors, and that land will consume you. Continue, my brother.
Okay. Islam was introduced to Irua town in 1898.
May I explain that, please? In 1898, Mona listen very attentively. The Fulani people reach out for what do you call it? The Fulani people reach that place. What do you call that place? Aunchi. When they already reach that place, they with their Islam, they come. They steal that place. They were preaching Islam, bringing it. In 1897, and they carry Ovurame go Calabar, and they capture them. During this time, Islam was coming. They were coming. In 1898, 1898. Read that place again. Islam.
Yeah, Islam was introduced to Irua town in 1898.
I think when I listen, may I explain that place to you very well. In 1897, they capture that bastard Oba of Benin. What is name about Ovurame? That bastard, Olemi Urua. And they catch that one. As they catch that year, the next year, you know, during that time, Fulani people they expand, they come. They bring their religion, Islam, they come. As they bring Islam come, now the British, now he stop them for Irua. The British people stopped them, and there was an agreement. That they should stop it. And in Auchi, the whole Fulani people started retrieving back to the north. It was small of them who remained in that Auchi town there. Now the Ogineni of Uzaire, where Oshomole who neglected his own aboriginal traditional ruler, recognizing a Fulani man. I am not against Fulani. That is, if you neglect your home, you are a fool. No matter the money you have, you are a fool. Neglecting your home and your own village, your community. I cannot neglect my village now. Even though they say Oba need the swear for heads, I'm still from my village. There's not that what other Bab is doing is not lawful. It's unconstitutional. That is not, it's not in Nigerian law. That is where they get back. You see, I beg cut off for that side. May I play with Lord Lugard talk? I'll call you back. Lord Lugard, I want to play on the audio of Lord Lugard. In during this time, Lord Lugard, when they enter, he was on a what do you call it? I don't know how they did it. When I grammar for how they call him. He was talking to the Queen of England about the what is going on in the north, how they were reading. You will see the voice of Lord Lugard. Just let me play it for you.
Hello and thank you for downloading Witness from the BBC World Service. In January 1914, Britain unilaterally created the modern state of Nigeria by uniting two British protectorates in West Africa, one in the Muslim north of Nigeria, one in the mainly Christian south. Using the BBC archive, Alex Last looks back at a defining moment in Nigerian history.
Many people like myself, who belong to an earlier generation of Nigerians, cannot help feeling somewhat overwhelmed by the prodigious changes which our country has undergone in just a little over half a century.
The voice of Ernest Ikoli, the late Nigerian nationalist and journalist who was born in 1893.
We should not forget that the Nigeria we see on the map today as one country was not always so. It was not a country, but a mere geographical expression.
When Ernest Ikoli was a child, Nigeria was being shaped by British imperial ambition. It had already led to the creation of a colony at Lagos and a British protectorate declared over much of what is now southern Nigeria. Then in 1900, a veteran of Britain's colonial wars, Sir Frederick Lugard, was sent to Nigeria to extend British control northwards to the Muslim Emirates, which made up the vast Sokoto Caliphate, one of the largest pre-colonial African empires. In 1943, just a few years before his death, Lord Lugard himself was recorded in a rare interview with the BBC.
Mr. Joseph Chamberlain, when colonial
Listen to Lord Lugard. You see, look at the Lord Lugard when he was talking concerning Nigeria. You see, this is the audio of Lord Lugard. You understand? Listen to what he was saying. So some people are not educated. They just think, bad again, go to America. Listen.
Hello and thank you for downloading Witness from the BBC World Service.
To Britain as a protectorate.
I found that the greater part of the country was under Muslim rulers who annually raided the pagan tribes for slaves with armies of horsemen, set to numbers.
You see what Lord Lugard talk? Listen, he say he found, when he go to north, he find out that the Muslim were raiding the southern with pagans. Short, I don't feel explain away. Make I explain am again. It's Lugard say when he come, he see the Sokoto Caliphate, Sokoto Caliphate, raiding all those Ikwara, all those Kogi, even all those Irwa, all those Onoje, they were selling them. They were selling us to them with horsemen. If not the intervention of the British, the whole Nigeria could have been under Sokoto Caliphate. It could have spread to down. Listen to this voice of Lord Lugard. This is not Lord Lugard, now they talk so. Listen up.
It had it for itself.
John Smith is a former Nigerian colonial officer and writer.
Listen up.
Lugard, who was a soldier essentially, and a child of empire, he was born in India after all, he was given the mission to actually try and subdue the north and make them subject to Britain as a protectorate.
I found that the greater part of the country was under Muslim rulers
who annually raided the pagan tribes for slaves, with armies of horsemen, said to number several thousand. I sent a letter to Sultan of Sokoto, courteously worded, but insisting that this slave trade raiding must cease. He replied curtly that...
You see, Lord Lugard sent letter to the Sultan of Sokoto, warn him that he should stop enslaving the Sultan. They were capturing us as slaves. I think you're listening to what Lord Lugard was saying. This is an history. You see, people don't know the history. You see, they could have catch this Oba Benin if not for the intervention of the British. Oba Benin they could have catch him and pieces him. You know, the Islam hates Iduu. Listen to Lugard. He sent letter to the Sultan of Sokoto. He should cease henceforth, otherwise they will kill him. You see, the white men help us in a way we don't know, but we are not thinking one side. Listen.
And writer
Lugard, who was a soldier essentially and a child of empire, he was born in India after all, he was given the mission to actually try and subdue the north and make them subject to Britain as a protectorate.
I found that the greater part of the country was under Muslim rulers who annually raided the pagan tribes for slaves, with armies of horsemen, said to number several thousand. I sent a letter to Sultan of Sokoto, courteously worded, but insisting that this slave trade raiding must cease. He replied curtly that between us there was only war. I had at my disposal a small native force, which I had been instructed to raise in order to check French aggression. For at that time our relations with the French were very strained. The Muslims were defeated and the raiding was stopped.
A protectorate was declared over what is now northern Nigeria.
You see, he said the army he have, the soldiers was very short, small, and that time their relationship with the French was really, was not really good. They was trying to fight. If the Sultan of Sokoto refused to stop you see what the British did. He said he should stop the enslavement of the people. They were taking the people from the north as slaves. That's why they are still saying today that they own Nigeria. Because they never accomplished that war of that time. That was the British stopped them.
But even under British colonial rule, North and South remained separate entities. With little infrastructure or transport, the two were worlds apart, as Ernest Ikoli remembered.
There were no railways, no roads, no motor cars, and of course no aeroplanes. To go from Lagos to Kano was like going to the end of the world. Perhaps many of you have heard of the story of the prosperous Lagos merchant who, in 1903, imported a motor car, but had to ship it back to England because there were no roads on which to run it. The well-to-do rode on bicycles, and the grandees went about in go-karts or rickshaws. In other parts of the country, people traveled about on foot along bush paths or in dugout canoes where there were rivers. British officials and other people of rank rode on hammocks. A district commissioner, making a tour of his district on his hammock, followed by a long line of men carrying boxes of food and household articles, including a tent perhaps, were a familiar sight on the countryside. In the northern region, horses were used instead of hammocks or other devices.
In the Northern Protectorate, there was also a huge difference in administration. When Lugard had defeated the Northern Emirates, he had a problem. He had very few men to impose British control, and Britain was not going to supply more. By this stage, London wanted empire on the cheap. So Lugard adopted an idea from British India and promoted the policy of indirect rule, using the existing traditional leaders to govern under British control. The structured political world of northern Nigeria's old emirates seemed to fit the bill.
They had a population of 7 million in an area of nearly 300,000 square miles, and the total British military and civil establishment in 1908 was 399. The only practical way you could run the country was through the existing institutions. It worked very well initially in the far north, and Lugard was excited about it, and it became the creed.
But some of the tribes are governed by autocratic rulers, aren't they? Isn't there a danger, Lord Luke?
Autocratic ruler, people like the Oba of Benin, autocratic demon. You see?
Lugard, that relying on government support, they may abuse their power and tyrannize over their subjects who have no elected
Tyrannize
in a popular assembly.
You see, tyrannize their... Oh, you see? I said, how those traditional rulers, those bastards inside have to cease to exist. This is Lord Lugard speaking. Listen,
Yes, that is a real danger. The parent state should for a time reserve the power to remove a ruler. Meantime, in dealing with advanced communities in Africa, such as the Muslim states in Nigeria, the advisor must keep a watchful eye on any such tendency to autocratic rule. He can do this through the district officers, who are in close touch with the villages.
I, as a young district officer going around, for example, I was always accompanied by a representative of the emir, nice old gentleman, usually old enough to be my grandfather, who I was meant to do everything through. I spoke to the district head or the village head or the village meeting through him rather than directly. That was the theory. In practice, of course, it wasn't quite like that.
How was it?
Well, he was often an old gentleman who would frequently fall asleep.
But while promoting indirect rule in the north, the British government in London had, almost from the outset, considered uniting the northern and southern protectorates into one state.
The process of unification was completed, Mr. Frederick Lugard, on January 1st, 1914. The country, for the first time, became United Nigeria.
For Lugard, it was a challenge that he wanted to achieve, I think, from the British government's point of view.
So let me stop it like that. What I wanted to tell you, and I'll just make that point. It was Lord Lugard who stopped the Islamization of the whole of Nigeria. He stopped them. They were coming. Stop them. You cannot force everybody. And when they were even coming, we were not Christian. There was nothing like Christian. You see, the autocratic tyrant rulers, people like the Obas of Benin, they were using human for sacrifice, of which Islam was against this. But the Fulani who were controlling the north, they were just enslaving people, taking people as slaves. I don't know if they permit enslaving inside Islam. But they were not using them for human sacrifice. They were enslaving them. Slave. One person will have slaves. I think it's Quran, they have slaves. I don't know. See, they have slaves. You see, we suffer so much. Our ancestors suffer in the hands of Islam and all the, what do you call these people, is religious and the Obas, those. No, we really suffer. Let me. You see, these people, we have to stop them. We have to stop them, my brother. I have the audio of Lord Lugard when he was talking everything about how he came. It was Lord Lugard who stopped that Islamization. They could have Islamized everybody and uses us for Islam. Stop them. I said, you stop. He wrote a letter to the Sultan of Sokoto and tell him to stop it. The mistake Lord Lugard made is by uniting it, because it was a different entity. By joining it together, that way we got a problem today. You see, we are reading it one by one, the events. You see, so my brother. Yeah. Hello. They stopped the Islam in 18. Well, Islam was introduced to Irwa was stopped or introduced. It introduced in 1890. It was 1898. And from there you start to read them again.
Okay. So Islam was introduced to Irwa town in 1898.
Yes.
Okay. The British Army attacked Iduu in 1999.
Yes.
Arrival of the British to Urumi town in 900.
Yes, what? It wants read that place again. I put phone for years now.
Okay. The British attacked Iduu in 1899.
1899. Okay.
Yeah. Arrival of the British to Urumi town in 1900.
As the British arrived Urumi in 1900, and before he arrived, the whole Ishan land were just like a land of sodomy, using them for human sacrifice. The Oba children have already occupied One Enogi will marry 200 wives, just behaving like the Oba. All those people, we have to drive them away from our land. Oh. Continue, my brother.
Okay. Ogbidi the Onoji of Uromi was crowned in 1901. The first native court was established in Uromi in 1903.
Okay.
The first government school was opened at Iduu in 1905.
Okay.
Ubiaja administrative station was opened and Ubiaja became district headquarters in 1906.
Okay. Each and people are listening to event that happened in your land. Listen. Continue, my brother.
Okay. Mr. Kruwi Ride moved from Agbede to Ubiaja in 1906.
Okay.
He died as a result of rot in Owa, Agbo in 1906.
Okay.
Government school Uromi was opened to pupils in 1906.
Okay.
The Onoji of Agboha
Ugboa.
Okodi.
The Nuju of Ugboa.
Yeah, the Onoji of Ugboha Okodi was installed in 1906.
Okay.
Osmond Wede, a young brave hunter, was killed by an Indirect buffalo near Ilushe
Ilushi.
in 1907.
Ilushi. No,
Yeah,
Ilushi.
Ilushi. Reverend Father Clement Banwait arrived Ubiaja in 1908. Mr. Todd organized the first Empire Day celebration for school children in 1908. Agbo Esa Road was opened in 1908.
Very fast. Agbo. From Agbo to Isan. That's Ubiaja side, that side. Continue.
Mr. Prophet took over as the administrator in 1909. Reverend Father Kobioi arrived Ukoni Uromi in 1910.
Okay, that's why they are Christian today. That's Urumi. Reverend Father. That's why you see all those fathers from Urumi are Cardinal Koji, because they brought Christianity to their life. Continue.
Yeah. Okay. Government school Ekboma was opened to pupils in 1910. Mr. Harry Denny made second tour of Esa in 1911.
Okay.
Mr. Koskin became political officer. He called Agwe arising in 1912.
Okay. Uprising and be arising. Equal
Rising. Yeah. Equal arising. Arise.
Okay, continue.
Women in Eniche Harem were free in 1912.
Women in where?
In Eniche Harem.
In Niger. Oh. Listen to me. I explain this place now. The women in all those Enoji in Ishaland, they will marry 200 wives, like their family brother Oba being immigrated from Ife. The white men set them free because it was slavery. People continue to blame white men. These people, listen to that place. The women in Enijis, that is the Duke, those bastard Oba family, they set them free. How can somebody have 200 wives? What are you doing with these women? They should stop paying money to these Onoji, those people who are from the Oba family. They should beat them up and destroy them from our land. You see, these people, if not the white men who came, listen, my brother, read that place again. They are from Oba family. Now read that place again. Don't ever ban any Enoji from Oba family. If you are buying down your head for those Enoji, that land will consume you and your generation. Don't try it. People like me, I don't ban that for my head for those Oba who are not our ancestors. For what? They are criminals and they are bastards. Any Enoji is related to the Oba, God will punish you. Resign, and we don't want Enoji or those bastards again. We don't want people to be ruling us. How can a foreigner be ruling over us? And they are slaves. Look at the atrocity, what the British met. Look at the year they stopped them. Oh. Read it again, let them hear, Madam Hill.
Okay. Women in Eniji harem were free in 1912.
See, 1912, those women, they were using as slaves. They will marry 180 wives. They will marry 3 years. They were abusing their like father, like son. Blue blood. Imagine when they have blue blood. That blue blood, God will punish you what you did to our ancestors. In Ishaland, look at the way I said they were packing them to slavery. Selling Isha. If I tell Isha this, they will not believe me. Look how you can hear in 1912. The white men know you more than Oba Benin is second God. What do you benefit from the Oba Benin? Human sacrifice, slavery, castration, destruction. Don't bow down your head for that bastard. My brother, come read that place and give me the year. Mona Damio. Listen, read them again.
Okay. Women in Eniji harem were free in 1912.
Okay.
Introduction of
just
British
wait.
coin.
He said the women, when they pack as slaves, or you both burst into that place and set all of them free without you not agree, you are dead. They obey the white men. God bless the white men who did those things. And those women, we have freedom. Or that they could have died in this bastard tradition. Bastard tradition they brought from Ife. My brother, continue. Read the other second one.
Okay. Introduction of British coin made in 1912.
Okay.
Mr. F. Ed Harper sent Ojifo the Marty of Iduu to jail for crime committed under the indirect slave trade in 1912.
You see, Ojifo of Iduu. That is Ojifo, that is Onojo of Iduu, where Pastor Chris come from. After they don't stop slave trade, he was still selling slave in 19 what? Which year? 1912, Abi?
1912, yeah.
I don't understand. They sent her to prison. Onojo of Iduu. Mona driver come for there. He was still selling the Ishan people they met there. They say we were fools, we were goats. But just imagine people who committed evil against us and government are paying them, local government giving them 5% or 10%. They are eating our money. People who are supposed to come and account for what they did, the crime they did to us. I am your leader today. I'm coming out to reunite to you. Some people are saying they want to become slaves to this bastard. They are useless people, and those juju they used to threaten, God will destroy them at this juju. The land will consume them. In short, we are going to fight them. We want to fight them. This is not to say God do this one. We want to fight you people. We are regrouping. We want to take back our fatherland. We don't want all those no Jews related to Oba family is hereby dissolved. If you don't leave that palace, I am coming very soon. I don't know when I'm coming, but I will not go to say that. We are going to protect our interest, and we are going to be self-defense. We will defend our. If you are in Ishan land, if you know you are from the Yoruba family, leave that place. I am going to appoint Abolishing to be a Noji. I am now forming the government of indigenous people. We don't want you people again. Get away from them. You see what the Enoji do? Enoji Ojifo. And they say going to Nigeria, God punish those bastard Enoji. Ogun kill now, Ogun will carry from Ilefe, will kill our generation. 12. Opposite the 1912, after they just okay, what have you people benefited from these bastards, these bad bloods? He say if you know they cause it shall not give, if they cause a opinion this one, which one be? God does not have border. This is not your king. This is evil people. We are saying that we should drive them away from there. I am urging all our Ishan brothers. This is not Benin Ishan. They are not your brother. They are evil people. And they are still collecting the money. local government allocation. Oba will collect, the NJ collects. Why are they collecting money for? This is not border. If I tell you, you see, this is in history. You see what is going on? In 1912, Ojefo, say king when they finish. The Ojefo, the Onoji of Iwu, somebody who come from Iwu, where Iwu, I don't know that. Iwu, where Pastor Chris come from, should be preparing. I want to send somebody there to come and take over from him. He's a stupid man. What the ancestors have done to us, I'm going to be replacing them. All those Obas, he put his children for everywhere. I'm going to send somebody. I will go and take permission from my king. Ogiamela talk there. He said, we are going to be replacing them. Anybody who have history that is related to the Oba family, and if you think we are joking, we will start from somewhere. We will start from where? Somewhere. Read that place for the making of the listing. Oh. He was still selling slave. No, go kill your generation. Go kill all of una. All those Oba family where they sell us. Now God will punish all of una. What did they pay me for inside? And they still did there. They still they collect money. Traditional rulers. God will punish una. Useless people. Now he put his children for those no be all of them. The no of Uzziah. They punish that one to the extent. That one are Abolishing. Ojuzia na Abolishing. So on each people, I am going to tell you who is the real Neji. Those criminals among them, I'm going to replace them. I am the one who will replace them. I will take permission from our indigenous king. When the time come, I will take permission. I will set people there. It not take more than 10 minutes. As I draw you come out from inside the palace, now slap, now they'll fake give for inside your eye. Whoa! Because why? What I do, say your ancestors sell us for many years and they even use us for a mass sacrifice. But today, we don't want to kill you now. Just leave her. New government, new law. This is our government, now you console. We don't take over. Oh no job of Igwebe, ready now. Pack your load and run away from there. We are coming. This is a new generation. You would think maybe we are joking. The government will go to support us. The government of the federal government. Because we have right to self-defense. We all tell the government that we are defending ourselves because people are killing us. We are driving. That's why they say, oh, it's even written in that book, in the short history, say the land forbids them. And you see, that's why the Asian people are still running away from home till tomorrow. The king you have is not your king. They are criminals. They are what the land rejected. But those one, you see, no job for man, very, very criminal. He was placed there. And every time Oba Abini will go and visit him, because if you see any traditional people Oba go to visit, I know that they are evil. They are not even Yoruba people. They are from Mecca. They are blood. They say they have DNA. Blue blood. Nobody say they mass when talk, say they get blue blood. Ogun, now will kill na blood, kill na generation. Go Ogun, now say na carry the Ogun come from Ilefe, now go see kill na. Okay, I gbele mo iwa o. Who here wu in family Oba, who here wu every day, except Badi Yane. Agbonde who here wu. Anybody we want come election, if you relate to Oba, nobody will ever not vote for him. They're not going to vote for him again because our land forbids Oba family from ruling over us. Except they will come take that water to wash your heads. If you're not washing our heads, we will contest election. We office. Any Oba generation will come to say one rule any local government chairman anywhere without not use that water from that river where they use. They pray me the grant forgiven and I'll forgive him. As he sit down for that seat, he will die for that seat. We not go agree on the rule us against too much. See Ogbede Hammer will not get left for grant. You see carry Obas go courts. One agbe o agbon. See me they still give her money. Ogbede Hammer, we will not allow you to come back as House of Rep for second term, even though you may they do only. You must go. Ogbede Hammer, we don't want you. And I'm going to consult our ancestors. If you ever try to come back again, I will consult our ancestors to strike you to death because that land forbids you. You are not our ancestors. At the land, one the people who come from that land to rule them. We are not racists. We like everybody, but we want to rule ourselves now. The government we want to install in 2024, Ishama want to put in that place, the government who will unite all the Godomigodos back together. The governor who will follow the footsteps of Ali. Ali. Please put love and life for Ali. Ali. Ambrose Ali. We love you. Ambrose Ali. We love you. Indigenous, our son, we love you. Ambrose Ali, we love you. We are going to name King Square after Ambrose Ali. That useless bastard or Bairidiawa, that idiot, that useless man, we are going to remove his name from that King Square and put Ambrose Ali King Square. We are going to be changing their names and reversing the name to our indigenous people. Esan Oye. They use all of us for human sacrifice. Today they wanted to bring politics to divide us. This one is Esan, this one is Ishan, this one is Yoruba. The suffering was between the Yoruba, Ishan. You see what they were doing. Yoruba people suffer so much in the hands of this bastard. Everybody ran away from their land. Esan Sanfia. See what is the name of Sanfia? He ran away. The name of Abraka, we run from Obaka. What is the name for? Is it the history of Orogun? When they were running, that animal that looked like crocodile, when they run to the river, they don't know how they can cross. They know these people will come and kill them by the river bank. They were confused, and this animal came out from the river, and the animal now spread on the river like a bridge. People crossed, all of them crossed. People of Orogun crossed that animal. That's why they don't eat the animal. It is history. Go to Orogun tomorrow and ask who were killing them. They were running for prosecution. Okay, this thing is not teach. They only teach Bible. Why can't they teach this history? This our history is Bible. I tell you so. Oh, we were Israel. This is Israel. We are the Israel. Do you know what happened in Orogun? It's not being documented. How many books have you read it about what happened in Orogun? They just want everything to fade out. Elba Benin is the father of it. Shut up your mouth. What happened in Orogun was very clear. Orogun is Urhobo people. They came from the Urhobo ethnic group. The reason why the Obas who migrated from Ife, from Oromia, from Mecca, Descendants, were killing them, because one of the king of our land is called Ogiso Arigo, King Arigo, San Urhobo. They were rotating it. There's no hereditary like that. They rotate it. They say the most strongest man will take it. Sometimes his son take it. They were rotating among the clans, the Igbo clans, the Jaws, the Esans. We are one people. Until these people brought the civilization of human sacrifice to our land. We don't use people for sacrifice. So when they were killing the Robos, the people started making move how to run. They ran towards different direction. The people of Orogun, when they ran towards the river was too big. All those Ethiopia river, those Niger river. They don't know how to cross the river. They were confused. Ew! If those Oba family who came to meet us here now, they will kill everybody. Then animal came out from the river and spread on the river. They now, like a bridge, they crossed to the river. So that is why tomorrow, when you kill that animal if you go to Orogun, it's everywhere. When you kill that animal, you do the burial for it. You don't eat it. It's everywhere in Orogun. And it's at the history. It happened. But they're not teaching it. They only tell you about being conquer America. He conquer Jamaica. Stop it. Oba Abini is the problem of our land. Our land forbid the Oba. I say it in the name of God and the name of our ancestors. The gods of our land forbid this Oba. That's why we are not progressing. We are moving backwards. We are not going anywhere. Because everybody's making a difference. Go to Abiyokuta, go to Were, people of Owerri also run from their fatherland, beautiful city. You see, the Oba of Benin selling land. His brother Gitoni Kabaka, those criminals. I have come once in 400 years. They killed the Yoruba people so much. They even installed their son, Oroje of Okpe. Oroje. See the name? Oroje of Okpe. They put his son there. Do you know what the work his son was doing? To be laying ambush on all those Yoruba villages and taking them to Benin for slave business. These people were selling us. How can we be lauding people we are selling? Tyrant people, evil. My brother, I beg you the name of our ancestors. Those people are not our ancestors. They are not our ancestors. They are evil people, evil, satanic. Orojo of Okpe, you are a Satan. The blood of Oba Benin is inside your blood. It's a satanic blood. The land forbid you. Time is coming. I will also appoint somebody to go and replace Okpe. I will look for the indigenous person. I will send it to Okpe to go and take over. They say I cannot talk to anybody. Who tell you I cannot talk to me? As far as these are my brothers, they are my kingdom and my empire. I rule. We rule together. These people must leave the land. That's why we are not having progress in this area. So we come from Igodo land. They just bring them to put truth as a king. Enogi, Oba descend empire kill your head. Empire killing, useless empire. God punish your generation. God will punish the ancestors of the Oba Benin. God will punish me. I will punish the ancestors of the Oba. Oba Eweka the first, you are in hellfire. God will punish you and you rust in hellfire. Oba, all those Oba who have come to our land, God will destroy you. Except you have not involved yourself in this human sacrifice. Any Oba family who have involved themselves in human sacrifice, who have sold us, God will destroy you. You people now know peace. Any of your children want to grow must come and consult me without taking that water to pray for forgiveness and for to renounce those causes. It will never be well with the children of the Obas, because the sins of the father is in their heads. Let them be denying. We are going to do everything in our own power to remove the Oba. Oba Benin will be abolished. The British abolished it before. We are going to abolish it. If the government refuses, we will take laws into our hands. If the government refuses to remove the Oba Benin, we are mobilizing now. We are going to see. I will not say everything out. We are going to tell villages to stop going to Oba Palace. It's very simple. Oba Benin, I stand before God of our land. We are going to be telling each village, but we are going to set up a very strong forces on ground. We must defend our fatherland. And we are going to be doing everything possible, both lawfully and diplomatically and defensively, to win the heart of those people in the villages, to stop that reality and to stop mentioning that about that rubbish, nonsense, nonsensical, bastard or bad family. Well, those people, that blood is your blood. You must come and renounce that blood, and I will fetch water for you. Otherwise, your children will never know peace. Ìbí ọ̀rọ̀ mi yàrá gbẹ o, ẹ̀wí du ti yàrá gbẹ o, tu wàrà gbẹ o, ẹ̀wí godo wàrà gbẹ o. Ìbí ọ̀bà ẹ̀wẹ́ká the first tu wàrà gbẹ o, ẹ̀wí ma tu wàrà gbẹ o. You people are going to be destroyed by me. I am the king of our land. I have come to tell the whole world that the children of Oba Eweka the first are demonic. They should not rule in politics. So Gbedeyama, don't come out again. Otherwise, God will destroy you. You cannot be. We are going to see. We don't want you there again. Ogbedeyama, you came with Oromia from Ife. You were trying to even betray Obaseki. You know I'm the chief priest of the land. I have anointed Obaseki to rule and hand over power to Ishan. Then you came, because your sister is married to Oba and you are Oba family lineage from Ife. You come from Ife. I told Tinubu to leave our land alone. Our land. I told Tinubu, he refused. I told Oshomole, he refused. I am the priest of that land. What you did to the Yoruba people, you want to come and do it in our land also. You remove Obatala and you install Odudua, a man who came from Mecca. Now you're king. My brother, continue.
Okay. Mr. F.N. Harper sent Ojifu, the mighty of Iwu to jail for crime committed under the indirect slave trade in 1912.
Okay.
Mr. Harper finally put an end to slave trade in Esan in 1913.
Just wait. Those Enogis, I think that they listing, the Enigis, those bastard Enigis, those who are from the Oba families, we are still selling the Ishans. You now ask me now, say, who were they selling? Who did they sell? Now me did they sell? I mean, now I'm suffering. Did they sell? They were selling the Ishans. My people, one of the respect of those Onoji, when say they come from Oba family, Onoji of Igwebe, Onoji of Iwu, those bastard Onoji, stop respecting them. They are bastards. Continue, my brother.
Okay. Mr. R.J. Sase arrived as administrator in 1913. Mr. A.E. Hampson became senior district officer in Esan. He was torpedoed as a result of amalgamation in 1914. Lieutenant Edward Falk was in Esan as administrator in 1915. Mr. Hampson, after touring Esan, died in the sea in 1916. Mr. W.B. Ruma, a staunch Roman Catholic, captured Esan Civil Code in 1917. Ewohimi Native Court was inaugurated in 1918. Mr. W.B. Ruma introduced tax of 2 shillings in 1918. Ugbidi Onoji of Uromi was deported to Ibadan in 1918. Mr. W.B. has the district officer relieve the people of Uromi from the rule of Ugbidi in 1918. The influential Ihoho in 1919-1920. Esan Enoje Council with executive and judicial power was inaugurated in 1920. In 1925 April, Ubiaja Native Court was set up in 1920. Onoje of Ukwesan was appointed member of Ubiaja Native Court in 1920. Esan Council was created in 1920. Mr. Pame amended taxation in Esan, accepting women and increasing that of men in 1920. Mr. Wan arrived Esan. He was believed that he had government authority to kill by shooting. He was handicapped as a result of his loss of one leg in 1922. Mr. H.G. Avale returned to Esan for third time in December in 1923. Iduu Osanuwegbe movement at Ogba, Benin in 1925. Arrival of Iduu at Iguru Isa in 1926. Captain Williams arrived Isa in 1926. Mr. VCM Casey was the district officer in Isan in 1927. Mr. Maddock tenure in Isan was told for the Enoji in 1927. Umani Uwegbe Osanuwegbe at Akwa Irwa in 1928. Mr. William arrived Isan in 1928. Captain G.A. William arrived Isan in 1930. Mr. Pikenot arrived Isan in 1932. Mr. RGD Freeblin tried to unravel the murder of Okodua of Idumebo in 1934. Isisile Ojefu became the Onoji of Iwu in 1935. Mr. Sportingswood became district officer in 1939. Mr. Wickes arrived Isan in 1940. He was popularly known as Obuenedion. Wickes tried to abolish forceful marriage of children in 1941.
You see, forcefully marriage of children. You see the tradition they brought. Forcefully marriage of children. If you just born, they just be underage, they will just marry. Understand? They are super foolish people. They were slaves. My brother, continue. Aye.
Shortage of salt in the world generally, including Isan in 1945. Ora was finally exercised from Isan in 1945. The Mr. F.D. Graft arrived Isan, later became clerk to the Western House of Assembly in 1946. Isidahome II of Irwa was stripped of his judicial power for a year in 1946. There was total eclipse of the sun in 1947. St. Carmelos Hospital, Uromi, was established in 1948. Zuma Memorial Hospital area was founded in 1950. Mr. Woodall became acting district officer in 1951.
That's the history of the Ishan land. Now we talk to all those events that take place for Ishan lands. Irwa, Uromi, Biaja, Iwu, or the Iwu. Continue.
Yeah.
Never finish.
Okay. No.
You see many?
Mr. Hart. Yeah, it's still many.
Still many. If you see many, end that deal. My brother, we'll continue with that place another day. Enter Esai Gbedo.
Okay.
We'll change to another Ishan part because we get Ishan history way many where we say Ishan people would like to know their history. Those traditional rulers, when they respect them, because they be demon, and they be demon. You see, and so more will shock Esai Gbedo. Talk down.
Okay. Benin Isan War. During the 16th century, The Uzia
Uzia.
Yeah. During the 16th century, the Uzia War occurred, which is called the Benin-Isan War. This war was between the Uromi Kingdom and the Benin Kingdom.
Yeah. Uromi was a kingdom. As you see, there was a difference. That is to show that those people are different from Oba. I think you listen,
Yes.
They are not the same people. Because the Oba people are from Ife. And the Uromi, he said it was between two kingdoms. I didn't see what is there. Very simple.
Yeah.
They want to install their son because they were going. Ozola was killing people they met in the land. They were killing us. My brother, continue.
Okay. The war lasted for many years.
Many years. I didn't listen. The war lasted for many years. It was not easy for them to have defeated Uromi, the Uromi kingdom.
Yeah.
You know, they penetrated. That's why they started putting their children in Eboma, all those south officials. They started planting their children. These people were running. But we suffer for these people. I don't expect any shaman go bad down for all those criminals in Oji. They should slap them, and nothing that should happen. Vabi, how foreigners. Now you can be your second god, idiots. Continue, my brother.
Okay. The war lasted for many years as a result from a refusal of friendship from Oba Ozolwa of Benin that in Onoji Agba.
See what it caused the fight to. Listen, see what it caused the fight. No, the Oba, if you loyal to him, he will kill you. If you not loyal to him, he will kill you. That was their way of living. They are demonic people. He wanted to annex Urumi, Ishan land. These are the children of Ojiso, the indigenous people of the land. He was killing, and the Onoje know that this man is coming to kill me. Then he have to be strong and he have to defend. It was a war. The first plan to kill this useless Oba was an Ishan. Let us press love and like. Ofi and Ufua, honor, he cut his head away. Press the love and like. So I bastard people, Ishan, but they still came back and during the time after the British give the Portuguese give the gun, then they penetrated Boma. They just couldn't share their brothers, follow these places. They try. We suffer for this people handle. Why more not they call back up there? Anybody will call back up there again and God will punish your generation. Why it that? Oba na you Oba will marry two sisters for us. Useless Oba. My brother, read down.
Okay. Oba Ozolwa moved with his warrior to Isan land and beheaded the Onoje of Uzia during the war.
Listen to what happened there.
Yeah.
He went there. He killed the senior brother to Onoje of Urumi. The brother, this elder brother, this Uzia, because they were having 3 children. So 3 children from Oaika. You see, these people they are just bastard people. He killed. If you come Benin, if you come Upper Palace, you see Uzia. If you say one buy bronze mask, Uzia. It was an achievement for them. If now true that you born Unoji of Uzia, you will kill until they say you fight war. Can you kill your child and say you fight war? You are not the same people. Any shaman who is listening to me today, you are not the same thing with the Oba. Oba Benin, they have blood. Their blood is from Mecca. Because they said they defeated Uzia, they cut the heads. Okay, there's if you go to Iduu, if you think I am lying, go to Iduu, you will see the head of Uzia mask. They are selling it there. How can you kill your son and you call yourself a warrior? Have you seen people killing their son, calling themselves their warrior? It's not the same people we are. It was through Oba SCG they started entering the Isha because of the Portuguese give their gun. That's what we are correct. I'm correcting it today. We have to correct our history. Before these people started saying that they are the gods, we have to correct it forever and ever, once and for more. Because those videos I'm doing today is on YouTube. Nobody told me to remove my video. I'm teaching history. That's what my lawyer told me, that what you are saying, you have to back it up. Yes, I'm backing it up. They were using us for human sacrifice. They were killing us. And the judge is ready to listen to all these things. Yeah, very good judge. Please press love and like. We are respecter of law.
Yes, sir.
Press love and like. Press it. My brother, continue from there. They kill Uzziah. Kill him. Yeah, see now that people kill our brothers. Now everybody they say how bad they kill, they fight war. He kill us. Now the war we fight, they kill us. Ew. We goats. First we kill our ancestors. Now he fight war. We not war. Okay, you say you kill a Onoji of Uzziah. Where did these people come from? I don't know, from Igodo land. And you were killing Igodomigodos, and you are not saying you are a warrior. Killing our people, making you a warrior, you are a fool. Spit on your head. Continue, my brother.
Okay. Oba Ozolwa moved with his warrior to Esa land and beheaded the Onoji of Uzziah during the war. The war ended at the town of Uzziah, which when Oba Ozolwa was beheaded, the Agba Oji of Uromi and Oba Ozolwa was buried in Esa land.
Just wait. Listen there. Onoji Agba. Please show love and life for Onoji Agba. I remove my cap. Onoji. God bless you, the Onoji Agba. He said, after Ozolwa killing him, brother, the history said they surrounded the room. 9 years old. It was not easy for them. At the end, Agba cut his head. Esa oye. When they cut his head and they buried the body for there. These people come to me, they bring their heads. He was buried in Uromi, in Uzziah, that place. I better read and continue. One of the list, useless people. See, now be our second God. Continue, my brother.
Okay. The war ended at the town of Uzziah when Oba Ozolwa was beheaded by Agba
You see,
of Uromi.
Agba cut his head. He cut the head of Oba. He removed him. Pew! He was beheaded. They don't go talk, see what happen now. They don't go really talk what happen. I think they hear now. The head of Oba Ozolwa. Then they carry the mouth me go swear. Oba Ozolwa. Whatever Ozolwa. When you go that nonsense. Useless people. Any shaman will go over Pala go carry chief 30 title. Ali, may I use this thing to swear for that? Just wait. Any sama will go upper palace. Any sama will go carry chief's title. After you don't know what the Oba did to your ancestor, you say me you go upper palace to carry chief's title. Ali spirit never will kill you. Ali spirit never will kill you. And the land, that land of Igodomigodo will kill you. It shall not be well with you. Your children will die for your eye. Any shaman we already know today now say the evil wey the Oba dey commit against their generation. You say make you go Oba palace because na money dey shark you. You will die miserable death and your children will never prosper in life. It should not be well with that shaman. We cannot continue to worship our oppressor. It is forbidden. Any shaman wey whoever for a party marriage, he say make Benin man come. Say may they can't touch cola. Anybody wey dey there, not eat that cola. Anybody who eat from that cola, that person, he don't eat a heart and he will never survive. As the mouthpiece of our ancestors, I have spoken to this social lady. He said, you see what Ozolwa do? He killed Uzziah and Agba cut his head. If Are there one people, they are brothers and sisters? I pray, maybe the brothers. I'm going to continue from there.
Okay. When Oba Ozola was beheaded by Agba Oji of Urumi, and Oba Ozola was buried in Esa land.
Yo, wait 1 second, I'm coming. Wait.
Okay.
I think I remember they put love and like. Why more love and like you? When they hear the history, each and Benin will be one. Shut up your mouth. I don't tell you one. Will not be one. Now this Benin people, whether I live Benin, I come from Saudi through Leife and they for come. We are not one people. That's not the listing.
Yeah.
We not be one. We not. There was never a time we were one. If we were one, why you can't kill us? Why were you killing us? We were one. We are not one people. The Ishan people and those people who say they should break cola. Before you eat that cola, ask them, say how this cola history they come. It's everything they get story, history.
So
I'm waiting for Imasuen Isidore to come tell us how the history of cola take come. Even the Omotite. They should come and tell us how Benite be senior. Make God punish you on our head, and so they lie. Lie will kill them. Useless animals. My brother, continue from there.
okay. When Oba Ozola was beheaded by Agba Oji of Urumi, and Oba Ozola was buried in Esa land, and when King Agba Oji of Urumi on the other
He was a king. Oh, listen, Agba was a king. He was a kingdom of Urumi. He was not under the Oba of Benin.
Yeah.
I think people are listening to the history now. Onoje of Urumi there was never a time it was under the Oba of Benin. It was through the gun of the Portuguese they used, Ishan people using submissive to the Oba because of guns. Hand to hand, Ishan will finish Oba and Hima. Spit for your heads. Continue, my brother.
Okay. When King Agba Oji of Urumi, on the other hand, never died, immediately rather vanished into Ahoji bush and was never seen.
Ahoji bush. Listen, somebody who is from Urumi should know that place. Ahoji bush. Read that place. What do you call? He never died. He disappeared, just like Jesus Christ disappeared. We are not remembering our ancestors. Instead of we are remembering Ilife as human sacrifice ancestor of bastards. That is what we are remembering. He was a great man. That land will not now know peace except that idiot. I am the one who will remove him from there. Ezeleka, I'm going to use cane to flog your head. You are a bastard. Idiots. If that will not get with property, all those big houses on the carry for GRA, I'm going to seize all those houses. I'm coming personally to seize all those property. Me. Thank God say they know they feel the carry land come out. Those houses, we are going to destroy those houses. Continue, my brother.
Okay. King Agba Oji of Urumi, on the other hand, never died. Immediately rather vanished into Ahoji bush and was never seen till date. And the people of Isan defied him as a king of war, a god of war.
Let us praise. Let us. We just wait to. He said the people of Isan. That is, praise him. See, give glory to him today as a god of war. He cut the head of that bastard. There's nobody is remembering Agba Day. I am going to restore the day of Agba celebration. We are all shine the whole world. Igbo, Ijo, Agba celebration. The day he cut. I will put love and like. If you know you are enemy of please get out from here. If you know you are not an enemy, please love alike. We are going to be remembering that day of Agba worldwide. People will be coming. Please press the love and like button. These are our ancestors. We're supposed to remember anywhere they are now, they are happy. Sing the song. Ogiso have come to stay. You see, they were happy. And Esaman should be happy of their history. They're brave people, strong people. The first people to defeat King Pharaoh, it was the Ishan people. Cut the head off. They will not tell you down in Saba Palace, they will lie to you. Barbara, continue from there.
Okay.
If you know you believe in our history and you are our ancestors, please continue to press love and like. If you know you are a slave of the Oba, don't press. Continue, my brother.
Okay. The people of Isan define him as a god of war and is being worshipped today under a tall kapok tree that is evergreen throughout the year.
Under a tree in that Urumi there, evergreen over the year. God bless you, our ancestors. He fights gallantly. And do you know what was said in the history? I will come and read the history of that Agba for you. Before the Agba fought that war, he traveled to what do you call this king of Igala, Ata of Igala. He went down and that one told him, sorry, there is nothing I can do. He also went to Ika. These people enter into these lands, started planting their children everywhere. He wanted to plant in Urumi. My brother, the way we take rush enter these people, now their property now will just carry you. Because in my day, when I will land for Urumi like this, now Agba, I will go their place where Agba for vanish, that tree. I will go bow down my head before that tree. Esan, oye. And they come Urumi. I will go that place. That historic center. We have to be celebrating it every year. Igbo people have to come. Ijo will come. All the old tribe, they will come there. That man is our ancestor. Nobody is remembering him. If you don't remember him, I will send money. I will look for money and send money. We have to remember him. That is our ancestor. Don't be a fool. Don't buy that for Oba Abini who kill you. Go and buy that your head before Agba. Any shaman who is buy that hair for those bastards they know job for Iwa, say goats. Except you don't know. If you don't know, don't try it again. That is our ancestral home, Urumi. Okay? All the Ishan people should choose Urumi. Agba, Uzia. That is the head of Ishan land. Okay? I declare today that Agba is a shrine. It's an historic place. Government, Edo State government have to put money and fence that place and do good thing that way. Ishan people should immediately hold a meeting and do something about that place. It's a memorial center. It's an historic place. Don't be going and be buying down for all those Juju Oba. We have the god of war, Agba, Uchi Agba. These are our ancestors. We say the truth. You see what happens? See, they kill, cut the heads, idiots. It's not business. Oba born you for. I pray me Oba born your head. My brother, continue from there.
Okay. Note, it was after the war that the original coinage or parable of Isan originated from. Yeah. Isan Bedu originated.
Please, I beg, read them again. Don't be say I beg of your man. Read what they write for them. Read that well.
Okay. Note, it was after that war that the original coinage of Isan Bedu originated.
I didn't listen to Esan Bedu. I didn't listen to Esan don't kill his Oba, the bastard generation. Esan kill him. The parable, they call it out Benham. One of the listing with they talk with Esan Bedu. Continue, continue, my brother.
Okay. Note, it was after that war that the original coinage or parable of Isagbedo originated, meaning Isa has defeated Benin in war.
Thank you, my brother. Wait for that. You see what he talk? Asa have defeated Ile Binu Miss Blood because he cut the head and the place where they bury and put, he mentioned the name. And you see Agba, where Agba for disappear as Jesus Christ take come out, he still there. But nobody they remember this thing today now. They will go they say Oba attack like hey, ever Oba attack like will kill your head. That's why they no just follow me. They get problem with the Oba. Nana Akonu. No Shomole suspend at that time. Nana Akonu. Any shaman wey no vote for Obaseki na enemy of Ali. Esan today, I want say 2024. I want to declare 2024 open today. Esan oye. Today, I, Murphy Oye Ogiso, I declare Esan 2024 open today. I have declared anybody who will work against Esan 2024 is an enemy of our land. God will consume him. Our land will consume him. Before you have that thought in mind, the children will die for your eye. A vote for Obaseki is a vote for Esan 2024 for governor. Esan 2024 flag off today by Ogiso. Esan must be governor 2024. Anybody who votes against Obaseki, he have voted against Esan governor. I repeat, anybody who come out to vote against Obaseki in Isha land, automatically you have voted against Esan 2024. I am ordering all the Ishan people, anywhere you see Oshomole, stone him. I give the order. And I repeat, Esan Oye, I'm showing my loyalty to Agba, Oji Agba, the king of our time. I remove my cap from my head for you. I said, your spirits live long. Oji Agba, I'm loyalty to you. Anybody who go against Esan governor 2024 is an enemy of our land. A vote for Obaseki is a vote for Esan 2024. I am saying today that anywhere they find Ushomole in Isha land, stone him. I claim responsibility. I claim responsibility for that. Don't kill him. Just use stone to stone him. I order the stoning of Ushomole. Ushomole come to Isha land. If you come to Oromi, if Oromi people fail to use stone to break his head, I will be very angry for Oromi. I am urging Igwebe people to stone Oshomole. Oshomole don't ever come to Isha land again. I'm urging the people of Ewohimi to stone him. I declare today, Esan 2024. Esan must be governor 2024. A vote for Obaseki is a vote for Esan 2024. Any Isha man, wherever you live around the world, send money to your village, even though it's 100 euro. Give to the community. They say, why do you bring this money? Tell them, say, you are bringing this money because you want to give it to buy drink for your village people. May them give Obaseki that vote. A vote for Obaseki is a vote for Abolishing. Obaseki is going to hand over that power to Abolishing. Esan Oye. And when Esan come enter governor, everything go better. I'll continue from there.
Okay. At that time, it was even used as a name among Esan as well.
Okay.
The Benin warriors
Just wait.
Yeah.
See what they talk? As at that time, you see, that time they call person that name, Esan Gbedo. Not be Esan Gbedo. Esan Gbedo. I think you understand, so?
Yeah.
Now name. Na name na dey call am say Esan Gbedu. That is Esan don kill this Onwundan, that bastard Oba. He cut his head and they bury am for Isha land. I will come teach una tomorrow the time wey dey take send person go. Na Arwan, na Ozola na born Arwan. Wey dey say Arwan dig moat. Person wey fit dig moat no fit go kill Agba. Why no go kill Agba? Say make like kill their heads. Dig American moat. Na even dig River Niger. No say before dem no dey see River Niger. Arwan your Oba just come dig the whole River Niger. Foolish idiots. You see the thing talk say Esan Gbedu. Na dey call the answer. No be Esan Gbedu. They can't change am because of after Portuguese don give them gun to the food themselves. They could change everything. My brother, continue from there.
Okay. At that time, it was even used as a name among Esan as well. The Benin warriors went back home at the defeat and narrated the intense, dreadful nature and gallantry of Esan.
You see, the way they go back home, they can't go talk with their eyes see. It will it will surprise you for them. The second God, is your first God, see they kill their God. God of human sacrifice was killed by the Isha. I am going there by the grace of God, by the grace of our ancestors. I am going to that place for that tree, for that Agba. We are going to that place. Black American people will come there. It's a tourist place. We must rehabilitate that place. Every year we must do that history. Continue, my brother. Don't finish for the Abi.
No.
Okay.
The anger of cross-quarreling and zest to fight again lead to the carnage or parable by the Benin's warrior that wherever you see a snake and the Esan, kill the Esan first, but
just wait. Listen, you see, they can't put out for parable. They say any that is because of the anger. They can't say anywhere you see snake, you see Ishan, you will kill Ishan before you kill snake. I better read that place again. I do not see where the parable come from. One of they read book, what be art history. Say Simon, all those illiterate who don't go school. Esan want try to help our fatherland. Say na Esan. If not be Portuguese, Esan for wipe that Benin see the bravery of the Asian people. See the news go Benin. Now they change. I mean, read them from that place again.
Okay. The anger of cross quarrel and zest to fight again lead to the carnage or parable by the Benin warriors that wherever you see a snake and Esan, kill the Esan first. But good enough, one of the Benin warriors was of an Esan mother, and he vehemently said that Esan can never be killed because they are enigmatic. However, in peaceful time, as time involved with more war around the corner, for Esan and Benin to take care of a treaty of peace was signed between Esan and the Benin.
Listen. There was a treaty between these Oromian children and the Isha because Esan Gbedu, you see, so he kill him. They go Esan Esan oye. I think now see the reason why they don't want to be governor now. But now the Oba from Benin, now they block my way because they say they don't trust Isha. Instead of someone to hand over that power to Isha, he go hand over to Obaseki. All of us call it complain, but today we can't even like Obaseki to the more. When Obaseki come the rule, when Obaseki don't the rule, Edo State come better. When Obaseki don't the rule. You see, we can't even like him. Oba say he go carry that power. Oba, he campaign. He go carry and give Asa, the owner of the land, the Odion, Ogbuduweni, Edudigbo Igbo. The people get land and they go rule. You see, Aborigine go rule. Everything go better.
So,
It go better. Aborigine. Isha go rule. I go happy. My brother, continue from that place.
okay. However, in peaceful time, as the time evolved with more war around the corner, for Esan and Benin to take care of a treaty of peace was signed between Esan and the Benins, which the Esan called Okuve, which was done as seed by planting the Ohimi tree and pledge on the Ohimi hood. Esa Igbedu, what is now known today as Esa Igbedu, meaning Esa will no longer attack Benin.
Okay, listen, I explain that place. So you see what he talk for there, and I say that place after they don't kill that bastard, they come make treaty.
Yeah.
They come make treaty. They come Ihimi tree, and that one they make treaty. Irangi dia Ihimi oh, they call the single those music, na fake music. They Ihimi they say that tree, that tree, and they make a treaty. Say Esan Igbedo. They say make Esan will never kill Benin again. Esan Igbedo. Man, the listing no. Most of the change kill na head. They change Oba Palace, they change evil. Say fake story they give una. We dey analyze home of analyzation. We get many history. Continue, my brother.
That's true. Okay. For Esan and Benin to take care of a treaty of peace was signed between Esan and the Benins, which the Esan called Ukueve.
I don't know.
Which was done.
That place I will call that and come and help me talk on. I'm not sabik Ukueve. Yes.
Yeah, Ukueve. Which was done and sealed by planting the Ohimi tree.
Yes.
Pledge on the Ohimi tree. Esa Igbedo.
Okay.
What is known today as Esa Igbedo, meaning Esa will no longer attack Benin.
Then you got beat them again. No go say I go beat you now. I will pull up my like. I'm love my like you. Esa oye. Continue, my brother.
Okay. Esa kingdom would loan soldier to the Benin kingdom.
More just end like that. Make we go. Which other place we will go now for history? Make we go the history of. You feel go 10th edition.
Yes, no problem.
Make we go Ozolwa. The history of Ozolwa. Make we just start from there. Call me again if you don't reach there. You understand? So you see these people. They be genocide. They don't be human being. Una go dey load and head down for them. Na cost. Now I go dey collect for Palace cost. That juju una go dey. Una don't know the making of that juju. I did the pity for that. Where you have free boy. Una go dey fool una self. So we will continue from make I even my brother. No call again. Let us continue tomorrow. So that may I feel sleep fine. I go sleep. We'll continue history tomorrow. That one will not read finish. We'll read that tomorrow. I don't use the opportunity to beg una. That woman house beg. People work today. Will not pay them. They mode block today. Not community pay them. I beg. Now tomorrow they go mode the block finish. They don't make the block finish tomorrow now. and we not get money to buy gravel, less than 20,000 naira for that local stone. We don't do the foundation. I beg. You know, what did they lack for now? We not get when I help this woman finish. I beg. Wow. Now each people now they pay 80% of the help. We don't give this woman 80%. Now each said they be abolishing. See the woman and the daughter. See them. Yeah, even show that the woman. Not say the woman come. People they suffer for life. You know, see the woman. When I help this woman, I beg. Ile Ibinu miss blood. Mona come help am. Now how to go dey try. I don't treat money for dance. Now I qualify put. Oh yeah, figure we cool. Mona come help. I will use math. If you know you are, I don't even know who you are. The woman see the beg una mona see help. The emotion of the woman that video. But we help. The daughter, see what the daughter of the woman talk. The daughter say she no fit learn work for village. Say they will use they pick garri every day. Say you know what, make her future die for village. Say na agbo na she wan go learn work or inside town, inside city. Say if he go learn work for that village, if nobody dey to do hair, they go pack garri come, he go dey pick garri. Na the job wey dey take dey survive that one. Because their father land, the land wey their papa get that time, those their papa brother. No, also this Ile Ibinu miss blood dey behave now. I say the woman not be from their village, and the woman not get any family from that village. The woman are from one village wey dey near Abavo, or dey near Abavo for Ika South, or Ika North, from Delta State. You understand? No get any sister or brother for that village. So nobody, say not like say you say you still get person. You understand? So now una be the person the woman gets. More than ever help am finish. Wetin remain now be say they go mold the block finish tomorrow. If they don't mold am finish, I will carry camera take video the whole block. Na 50 bags na dem mold finish tomorrow. And I beg una in the name of God, make una help this woman. God go still help una. I be say na me I know how much I don spend for inside this money. True to God, I don spend money for inside this money. My money or my personal money. I beg you all, una help this woman. Ile Ibinu, na una name I dey sing. Una sabi throw money for dance. Una for London. Now they sit down for front seats for church. So that money this one did so seat. When I come so seat for this woman life. Truth of the matter, me will see talk truth. This Ile Ibinu, only 2 people feel talk say they'll help this woman. 2 people. But they'll just look. They look oh. I wanna help this woman. Voila. Oh, Igbo. Now only one Igbo person I bring this woman na Igbo. Na Delta Igbo. Now only one person I bring 11,000 naira for a bag of rice. Igbo people say challenge to you. Come and sow seeds. Our brother Yoruba, one of our Yoruba brother from I don't forget the states, also donate that day for this project. And Yoruba people, Egbon, Egbon ma binu, come do something. Yoruba come help, okay? Now only one Yoruba people, they don't help. People dey bring, but people dey help na Isha. Na only Isha people na did that land. Na only Isha na dey there. Una help na. One of our brother dey for Spain for Mori on local government. Now he bring 30,000. God will bless you. God bless you, brother. Thank you. And 30,000 na he bring. Una help these people. Now Monday na he supposed to start to do foundation, but because money no dey again now. Money no dey. The money they dey mold today we never pay. They mold 20 bag of cement today. One bag of cement na 700 naira. Never pay o. And the money they only mold the remaining block tomorrow na we never pay. Plus they will still carry trip of sand wey they wanted to start am for the foundation. Plus one trip of kalo. That is more than 20,000 for local one. Yeah, you know, everyone take do that one. Never pay. Never bring that one come. We all live like that. I beg when I come sow the seed, all of them dey run away. They don't talk to talk. Esan, only Esan, I dey carry first. I dey challenge our Robo brother, make dem come carry first. When I come dey drag for first, when I help this woman, the girl say no go learn work for village. Say one because all of them wey dey just born, they dey mama for village here. The girl say no, he no go learn work for village. He wan go city. I no know as that one will be another day.
I don't feel sick for here. I don't feel sickness, everything. Una do well for our life, so una do well. Nobody want help us before. Thank you. Una do well for all the things na you do. All this one you do so, and God go bless una peace. For all this wey na you do so. In Jesus' name, amen.
You see, so now God will bless you. May I show you the girl again. When I help them, beg. Voilà.
No one are here, you know, appreciate it. When money can have one away in to be a was I when a wingo, now you did go here. On our way in dance, you just go let us know.
Yeah, the waiting on halfway.
Record voice, I was saying that some I beg anybody get help, help this woman. In husband, he don't reach 5 years now. With husband there, nothing. See where they sleep now. No good house.
Oh, when they go to the one day we were. Remember.
The house where they sleep now, the sun now, everywhere don't fall. You know they sleep at that place. And before the husband there, but that is going to husband there. Before they die, they leave 6 children for them. Where only she they take off to feed now wahala. I beg, who get help? Please stay help. I beg.
You're not from my
okay. They say if she not go find snail, come go meet for bush, no fish shop. If you not go fry garri for people for job, no fish shop. I beg, who get help? I beg, who help? Who stay help? I beg, who they contribute help for them? This one only in daughter now. We do it for year now. The rest not the house because still record again now. If you get what you want to talk, still talk according to your man to talk. So this one I have a woman, not even, but you come marry from the son community. This is son community. This is dance wife. The husband will come marry. You don't there. You thought. Okay. He say now only she they stay this kind of house where just cover finish. Now he say no any of the sister, any of the brother will call the house of man. They say the house, if they call, they don't go see you street. Then they don't call the house of man.
My daddy brother, not the help person. Since almost 3 years now, 5 years now. Now I dey here. I have person say he want put me for work. I not see. If mama no fence me, we no go chop. Because if bad guy they look us, if they come, they know they help us.
Okay. Then the house owner dey. The house owner there is. The house owner dey stay is. If na dey stay for night, which already the beat na be high house.
If they stay for night, where they beat us, nowhere to stay.
I beg, my brothers, my sisters, make una help. Na only 2 rooms now we fit put them, 6 of them, something. We'll start where we not fit just if na only 2 rooms now we fit be for them. But the girl own, maybe we dey find solution. Say no fit learn work for village o. Because we say they burn all of them village there. I make only you one see lights. So I just tell them say make they find their anybody wey relate to them for Agbo. Because na Agbo na be as we dey say abroad from Benin. Na Agbo na be abroad from our village. I know that same like na Agbo na be Agbo town. Anybody will go Agbo come back, be like person wey go Lagos come back. Na so whether they grow they come. Na Agbo. Na so. So my brothers and my sisters, make I put my phone number for there so that make una fit see am. Tomorrow we'll talk history. Make I put phone number. We'll see read and comments. Make una help them. I beg. Wala whoa. I must play national anthem before I close. National anthem, if I don't play national anthem, wait till again. And the phone number be that one now. That one the phone number. And the phone number be that one now. I put am for YouTube when I see am. When I help am. Wala. Okay, I will you bonnet. So now be that one. I don't put the number for there. Make I call the number for now. +4917. Who can help them? Because if this woman die now, how you treat them waka? This girl will do a shower continue. If wala ẹ̀yin mi àwọn wà ní àbẹ̀bí ẹ̀ wala ìyá àgbọ̀n ilé ìbínú miss blood ìgòdò mígòdò Iduu all of us even the miss blood wà á bí ṣe because we have you wáyé ẹ̀ ma and this work wey Oba Benin suppose to dey do na dey do so the money they bring come for what they call allocation right then they share the money they go dey do about talk there. Now we dey do so, not be me dey do am now all of us dey do am together. To God who made me, I contributed my money to it. I cannot come out tomorrow and be one who doing it like Colonization say na me dey do am, not be me. If people give you money to do something, let the person pray to the people, not to me. Let the person have the blessing. That's what I stand for. I'm the one doing it. You go bring the challenge governor. When they collect the money, they enter your pockets. 419. I mean, I play national anthem for now. I play national anthem. The more video they watch me, if I don't play, I know go. If I don't play, it will wrong. That one, I only call national anthem. Yeah, what be? Yeah, most of Bennett. But if I not play, what I lose, what I gain. Yeah, what be already more fit be. You are be man be again. National item. I must play am. Oba na you dey disturb me. Oba see my eye.
But you cannot be driving Rolls Royce when boys cannot boast or keke napep. Each boy in the street cannot boast or keke napep. But you cannot be driving Rolls Royce when boys cannot boast or keke napep. Each boy in the street cannot boast or keke napep. Let's be factual. Okay, we want to work. Operation Give a don't use keke napep. Let's hustle. Can government just do that for once? We produce the oil, we produce the natural, we produce everything here from the south. But these guys just control the wealth of our common, of our common patrimony, and they are okay with it. I don't know how long you guys want to keep sleeping. Now when they Italy, we don't go Italy. Just call 5 people in Nigeria, tell them to join the struggle. That's all we need. I don't need to do all the work myself, but just call 5 youths in Nigeria and tell them to just keep the struggle alive. Tell them to just keep the struggle alive. So now, I've complained a lot. First of all, we're going to write an open letter to the Omonaba of Benin. Your boss say how? You prepare your ceremony power. Because our former state chairman was under the mango tree. Yes. And after the meeting, under the mango tree, under the mango tree, I said, under the mango tree, under the mango tree, under the mango tree, I said, under the mango tree. Do you know what I'm telling you? What Aspen was taking selfie. After the meeting, I surprised Ahmed had got parading himself as a chairman. Well, after meeting, do you see him in the news? No. Ahmed was not in the news. Yes. It's only our chairman that was there. Yes. And after the meeting, they're not running former state chairman selfie. After the mango tree.
Thank you so much. I close the video here. So if you want to call me, you call me. I'm offline now. Then thank you very much. Thank you so much. Thank you. You know, let us help this woman. How can I help her? Let us help her. Let us help her, please. Allow and help her. Allow. Please. Thank you. One of our bro, I don't want to say, one of our brothers sent 30,000. God will bless you. God will bless you. God will bless you from Spain. People did this live. Wow. Thank you. Good night.